Hello, and a warm welcome to Travel Smart Today. We're here to guide you through the world of travel, one smart tip at a time. Today, we're diving into the 10 most common travel mistakes people make, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. From overpacking to overlooking visa requirements, we've got you covered, so buckle up and get ready to navigate the world of travel with us. Kicking off our list at number 1, we have the classic blunder, overpacking. It's an all-too-common sight, travelers lugging around massive suitcases crammed to the brim with just-in-case items. Picture this, a hapless backpacker, weighed down by his colossal backpack, struggling up a steep hill in the sweltering heat. An extra pair of shoes, a bulky jacket, a hefty novel, all unnecessary burdens that could have been left behind. Overpacking not only hampers your mobility, but can also be a strain on your wallet with hefty baggage fees. So how do we avoid this? The key is to pack smart. Stick to the essentials, opt for versatile clothing items, and leave behind the what-ifs. A neat trick is to lay out everything you think you need and then have it. Remember, when traveling, less is often more. Moving on to number 2, a common oversight, not checking visa requirements. It's an easy mistake to make, but one that can have quite the ripple effect. Picture this, a couple from the United States, excited for their dream vacation to Brazil, arrive at the airport only to be turned away because they didn't have the required visas. A frustrating and costly mistake that could have been easily avoided with a bit of research. Every country has its own set of rules when it comes to visas, and it's crucial to check these requirements before planning your trip. Not sure where to start? Official government websites are usually the most reliable source of information. And remember, apply for your visa well in advance as processing times can vary. Don't let your dream vacation turn into a nightmare at the immigration counter. A little homework beforehand can save a lot of trouble later. At number 3, we have a risky gamble, skipping travel insurance. Now, we all love a little adventure, but adventures can sometimes lead to unexpected situations. Picture this, you're on your dream vacation when suddenly you fall ill or meet with an accident. Without travel insurance, medical costs can skyrocket, turning your dream vacation into a financial nightmare. Then there's the case of lost luggage or trip cancellations. Nothing dampens the spirit like losing your luggage in a foreign land or having to cancel a long-anticipated trip. Travel insurance has got you covered. So how do we find the right travel insurance? Start by comparing different policies. Consider factors like coverage limit, deductibles, and specific needs like adventure sports cover or high-risk area cover. Remember, the cost of travel insurance is insignificant compared to the financial burden of unexpected incidents. When it comes to travel, it's better to be safe than sorry. Coming in at number 4, a faux pas to avoid, ignoring local customs. Picture this, you're in Japan and you've just finished a delectable sushi dinner. You place your chopsticks upright in the rice bowl, only to receive horrified glances from around the room. Why? Because this is a practice associated with funerals. Or you're in India about to enter a temple and you keep your shoes on, unknowingly causing offense. These are just a few examples of how not knowing local customs can lead to uncomfortable situations. It's always wise to do a bit of research before you travel. Learn about the local etiquette, taboos, and traditions. It shows respect and appreciation for the culture you're visiting. Remember, travel is not just about seeing new places, it's about experiencing and respecting different ways of life. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. At the halfway mark, we have a crucial caution: not backing up important documents. Imagine being in a foreign land and you lose your passport or your travel itinerary. A wave of panic rushes over you as you ponder your next steps. This scenario is all too common and can be easily avoided with a simple solution: backups. Creating digital copies of vital documents like your passport, visa, driver's license, and travel insurance is a smart move. You can store these copies in a cloud storage system like Google Drive or Dropbox. That way, you can access them anytime, anywhere. But don't just rely on digital copies. Keep physical copies too, stored separately from the originals, like in your luggage or even a travel companion's bag. Remember, losing essential documents can cause unnecessary stress and even ruin your trip. So be smart, be prepared. After all, as the old saying goes, a stitch in time saves 9. Moving forward, at number 6, a health hazard to heed, neglecting health precautions. Picture this, You're in the heart of a thrilling journey only to be struck down by a preventable illness. Not the souvenir you were hoping for, right? Before you jet off, make sure your vaccinations are up to date. Check the specific health recommendations for your destination. Some regions may require additional shots. If you have allergies, don't leave your medications behind. And yes, we mean those just-in-case pills. Unfamiliar environments can trigger unexpected reactions. Don't forget about regular health checkups too. Knowing your health status prior to travel can prevent unforeseen complications. While on the go, maintain your health by staying hydrated, eating well, and getting enough sleep. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement and forget these basics. But remember, your body is your vehicle for this adventure. Health is wealth, even on vacation. Next up, at number 7, a modern-day misstep: over-reliance on technology. As we venture into new territories, the digital world offers a convenient helping hand. Navigation apps guide us through unknown streets, translation tools break down language barriers, and online reviews lead us to the best local cuisine. But what happens when the battery dies or the internet connection disappears? Suddenly we're lost in translation, quite literally. Here's a thought. Let's not forget the old school ways. Keep a physical map handy for when GPS fails. Learn a few essential phrases in the local language as a backup to your translation app. And hey, why not strike up a conversation with a local instead of relying on online reviews? Remember, technology should enhance your travel experience, not dictate it. Use it wisely and always have a backup plan. After all, technology is a tool, not a crutch. On to number 8, a fiscal folly: not budgeting properly. It's easy to get carried away with the excitement of a new place, but overspending can turn your dream vacation into a financial nightmare. That's right, the lack of a proper budget can lead to unexpected expenses and may even cut your trip short. So, how do we avoid this? Start by planning your budget well before you set off. Consider your accommodation, meals, transportation, and activities. Don't forget to set aside some funds for emergencies. Also, keep track of your expenses while on your trip. There are numerous apps that can help you with this. It's also wise to overestimate your expenses. That way, you're less likely to run out of money. Remember, the objective is to have a memorable experience, not to return home with a mountain of debt. As the old saying goes, a penny saved is a penny earned. At number 9, a communication conundrum: not learning basic local language. Picture this. You're in a foreign country, the street signs are indecipherable, the menu looks like hieroglyphics, and you're struggling to communicate with locals. Sounds like a nightmare, doesn't it? Language barriers can turn a dream vacation into a stressful situation. But here's the solution. Learn some basic phrases in the local language. It's not about becoming fluent, but knowing enough to navigate everyday situations. Phrases like hello, thank you, please, and I need help can be a lifesaver. And don't worry, you don't need to enroll in a language school. There are plenty of free language learning apps and websites that can help you master the basics. Not only will this make your travel smoother, but it also shows respect for the local culture. So remember, when you're packing your bags, also pack some local phrases in your memory. A little language goes a long way. Finally, at number 10, an ironic error: over-planning. It's easy to fall into the trap of wanting to schedule every minute of your trip. After all, you want to make the most out of your time, right? But over-planning can actually hinder your experience. It leaves no room for spontaneity and unexpected discoveries, the very essence of travel. And when things don't go as planned, it can lead to unnecessary stress and disappointment. So, how can we strike a balance? Well, it's about leaving some wiggle room in your itinerary. Plan the must-dos and leave the rest open for exploration. Perhaps you heard about a local festival from a fellow traveler, or you stumbled upon a hidden gem of a cafe. These unplanned moments often become the highlight of the trip. Remember, the best laid plans often go awry. And that wraps up our top 10 travel mistakes to avoid. Remember, smart travel isn't just about packing light or getting your visas sorted. It's about respecting local customs, taking health precautions, and being prepared for the unexpected. So whether you're a seasoned globetrotter or planning your first big trip, there's always something new to learn. Don't forget to subscribe to Travel Smart Today for more insightful tips and tricks. Here's to your next adventure. May it be smart and splendid.